guys, welcome back to Build 10. Today we're going to build 10 fountains and water sources. These are things that you can put in your world that will look nice, but will also have the functionality of allowing you to infinitely fill your buckets. Or potion bottles. Now let's get started. This first one's going to be nice and simple. You're going to start by putting out 9 squares of stone brick and surrounding it with a stone brick wall. Then you're going to build up your pillars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the center, you're going to have your little globe. Then, around the top, you're going to put your fences. And if this will generally, look something like this. Now we're going to make our water source in the bottom, just by putting a bucket in each corner. And if you want, you can saturate that bottom fence. Then we're going to put a bucket of water on top of our block. And there we go. Now, obviously, there are other decorations you can add. I quite like this version with the anvils. But that can be kind of expensive for survival. This next one's going to be a parody off of the village well you see in the villages, obviously. So what I'm going to do here first is once I've dug down, here we go. All the stuff that's going to be underwater is going to be blackstone. That gives us a completely different texture to work with. Then we put the rest of our well wall around. And our fences, which will serve as posts for our ceiling, our roof. Then I'm going to add some chains and cauldrons for a bit of decoration. And just for that last bit of village flair, there we go. We have a nice village well. The next thing we're going to make is a bit of an indoor waterfall pool thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start I'm going to dig out the space that you want to make this. Now, I'm only going to make it 1 block deep, which means the hole needs to be 2 blocks deep. Your hole needs to be a block deeper than you want your pool. Now that you have your hole set up, make whatever decorative pattern you want in the bottom. Now I'm just making a perimeter here. You can do this, but you don't have to. Add your water. And if you're feeling nostalgic for an actual pool, go ahead and add yourself some diving blocks. There you go. This next one is going to be a mountain, waterfall, and hot spring. So what we're going to do, as we did with the pool and the well, is we're going to start by digging down. This hole can be whatever shape, but you got to make sure it's several blocks deep. Once you're satisfied with your hole, place a couple Saltfire campfires in the bottom. Once you've put your stone and cobblestone in, so that the bottom's all flat, like so, you're going to want to put your trapdoors in. These won't block the smoke, but they will block the water from getting to the fire and putting them out. Now build your mountain. You can build it out of the same cobblestone, or you can choose your own materials. Just make sure that it's arced, like so, so that the water off your mountain will go into your pond. Once your water's added to the bottom, your smoke should look something like this. Then we're going to add the water to our mountain. And doesn't that look lovely? This next one's more for inside the house. You're going to place your anvils, like so. And put carpets on top. You are going to have to sneak for this part. Otherwise, you'll just open the anvil. Then once that's down, put your bricks at the corners. You can replace those with chests if you so feel like, or put brewing stands on top. And then you put your water sources in the middle. Now, supposing you're setting up a base in the end, you're still going to need water sources there. And yes, water does place in the end, though I'm sure you know that if you've watched any Ender Dragon fights. We're going to start with some chiseled quartz. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You can make this design as big or little as you want. I'm actually going to expand it by a block, making it 3 by 3. Then you're going to put your purple pillars on the corners. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. And more chiseled quartz on top. You can of course replace this with end stone if you'd like to keep a better theme. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put an end stone wall there and saturate that. And that turns it from a well to a fountain. Next we have Forbidden Waters. For this one we're just going to dig a little hole and leave some space around the edges. We're just going to put some pillars at the corners and cardinal points. Then we'll add our iron bars. I want you guys to figure out in the comments why you think this particular bit of water is being sealed off. What did it do to deserve water jail? It can be a creepy story, it can be a funny story, but leave it down in the comments. I want to hear it. There we go. Forbidden water. It's almost too calm. Now we're going to make a honey spike for our bee lovers. Now you can build out like I'm doing here. Or you can come up with your own design. Make sure you put a border around it so the water doesn't escape. We're going to use honey blocks for ours. Let's put in our water sources. And boop. A water fountain worthy of any honey haven. This next one is for our friends who love to work in the Elvenir style. First, make your 3x3 with your quartz bricks. Get your chiseled quartz and build up 5 blocks. Then what we're going to do is make these nice little peaks. With your peaks done, you can add stairs to smooth them out, but I like how they look now. We're going to put our water in the middle and build up with our wall here. Ten blocks should be enough, with a block on the top. Then we let it cascade. Isn't that lovely? And finally, we have a fountain for the Nether. Now, the Nether doesn't allow you to place water, so this will be a lava fountain. Bear in mind this is for purely decoration, as lava doesn't water source. It doesn't allow you to infinitely draw from it the same way. So, let's get started. We're going to start with a 3x3 area marked out in cracked nether brick, except for this front edge where we're going to put a lodestone. Then we're going to put some red nether brick walls up as protective pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect those with some more walls and some cracked nether brick. To create this structure. Then we're going to put some walls in here for the lava to flow over. Cap that off. And now you have another fountain. I hope some of our fountain designs today intrigued you. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Bye for now.